Okay, this is your Unit 6 review. I need you to write down, pay attention, do everything that I'm doing. Number 1 says, which problem situation corresponds with the following equation? 35 plus x equals 170. Okay, so what you're trying to do is you're trying to match a situation story-wise that would give you this kind of equation. Miranda has 35 pictures on her cell phone. How many more pictures, so that how many more tells me that I'm going to want to add, must she take to have a total of 170 pictures? Okay, well that one's looking like that might be our answer. Luis has 170 baseball cards, which that would be my equal sign. If he buys 35 more baseball cards, how many baseball cards will he have? No, he's going to buy X amount more, and if he has the total of 170, so that one won't work. Piper uses 35 pencils each month at school. How many months will it take her to have used 170? That would be a multiplication problem. Well, actually, it would be 35 times x, so you would have to divide to find the answer. Nathaniel did homework for 45 minutes on Monday and 170 on Tuesday. No. That doesn't even make any sense, so the answer is A. Number 2, which of the following represents an equation? The difference between an equation and an expression? Equation has an equal sign. Equation has an equal sign. Do not miss this. That's a freebie. Number 3, write an expression that is equivalent to this prime factorization. 2 cubed, cubed is a little 3, right? Times 5 times 7. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to actually answer this. So what is 2 cubed? 2 cubed means 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So I have 8 times 5 times 7. 8 times 5 is 40. 40 times 7, well 4 times 7 is 28. Put a 0 on the end. Alright. So here's how you're going to work this. You need to find all of the answers, find the answer to the answer choices. So find the answers to the answer choices. Pick the one that matches. Pick the one that matches. Okay, on your test, they're going to give you something like this. And then you're going to have answer choices that you're going to have to work out. So you need to answer all the answer choices and then find the one that matches the answer that you got when you worked this problem. This is a freebie. Do not miss it. Okay, it's easy. Stan's claimed the associative property would help to simplify the calculation. Okay, if you're still confused about the properties, you need to use the orange piece of paper in your comp book. It looks like this. Remember, Miss Gentry told you that you needed to be looking over all of that, okay? So, it's right here. Okay, this is the associative property of multiplication, and it tells you you can change the grouping of the factors and it will not change the product. So the associative property is with grouping, okay? It's who you associate with, who's in your group. So associative is grouping. It says it can be grouped in any order. In any order when multiplying. Okay, so it says it can be grouped in any order when multiplying. So, Stan's claim that the associative property would help to simplify the calculation, which would just mean make it easier. Is that looking like that's making it easier? Absolutely not. Okay, now, do you know what 12 times 2 is? 24. 24 times 9. Okay, that, I don't know what they've done, and I don't know what they've done there. If it looks weird, it's more than likely not your answer choice. Okay? So associative property deals with grouping. It's like your group. Who do you put in your group with your parentheses? All right, number 5, draw a number line that shows the solution to this equation. Okay, draw a number line that shows the solution to this equation. So what is happening when you have an equation? You have a variable and you need to solve for it. Okay? So what is happening to my x right now? It's being added to by 5.5. What is the opposite of adding? Subtracting. So remember, you can draw your fence here. Subtract 5.5 from both sides. Okay, same sign. What do? Same sign, add, right? Same sign, keep the sign. Okay, that cancels each other out. You're left with what over here? X equals, you're adding. 5 plus 5 is 10. Bring that decimal straight down. Same sign, keep the sign. So X equals negative 15. It says to draw a number line, so put it on a number line. You have negative 14 here, negative 15 here, negative 16 here. That's your answer. Pretty easy. Okay? Nick wants to draw a set of angles labeled angle A and angle B so they add up to make a right angle. Right angles equal what? Right angles equal 90 degrees. Okay? Nick knows that the measure of angle A is 33 and wants to find the angle of measure B. Which equation best represents the situation and correctly solves the equation to find x, the measure of angle B? All right, well, you know that it has to equal what? Your total has to equal 90. So look here. I'm marking off 2 answers right there. This is telling you that the other angle minus 33 would give you 90. No. 33 plus the other angle would equal 90. Well, let's see. It's telling me that the other one is 57. So let's plug it in. 33 plus 57 equals 90. 3 plus 7 is 10. 8, 9. Did 90 equal 90? Yes, so that's my answer. Okay? That one's easy. Which of the following expressions is equivalent to 2 cubed plus 4 minus 7 squared, all of that divided by 2? Now this one is pretty hard. It's actually very hard, but this one is just like the one on our test. So I'm going to show you how to work this one, and then you can come to me in a minute, like as you're working this, and I'll tell you if you got the right answer. So 2 cubed plus 4 minus 7 squared divided by 2. 2 cubed means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8, plus 4 minus 7 squared divided by 2. 8 plus 4 is 12 minus 7 squared divided by 2. 12 minus 7 is 5 squared divided by 2. 5 squared is 25 divided by 2. So the answer to this is 12.5. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to work all of these and figure out which one of these is going to be equal to 12.5. Okay? I will just give you a couple helpful hints. It is not this one and it is not this one. So on your test, you need to work B and D and see which one is the right answer. I'm not going to give you the exact answer on that one because you need to be able to do some of that yourself. But on this one, I will tell you, you can distribute or you could solve this first. So 3 times 4 is 12, minus 3 is 11. That's not going to be your answer choice. 5 plus 7 is 12. That's 6. So 12 divided by 6 is 2 cubed plus 4.5. 8 plus 4.5 equals 12.5. So what's my answer? D. I don't know why I just did that for you, but that's a freebie. If you missed that one, proves you did not even look at your review. Number 8. Each chicken biscuit from Chick-fil-A costs $2.50. Megan wanted to get a chicken biscuit for some of her classmates and spent $22.50. She wrote an equation to calculate X, the number of chicken biscuits she purchased. What is the value of X, the number of chicken biscuits she purchased? Okay, what is happening to my X right now? Yes, it's being multiplied. What is the opposite of multiplying? Dividing. So what I do to one side of my equation, if I'm going to divide by 2.5, mark that out. I have 22.5 divided by $2.50. Now, what's the rule when you have a decimal on the outside? Outside, inside, up. Okay? Well, how many times would how many quarters would it take for you to have $2.25? Well, $1 would be 4, $2 would be 4, plus one more would be $1, $2, $2.25. So it would be 9 quarters. 9 times 5 is 45. That's 9 times 2 is 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So she bought 22 chicken biscuits. Now, if you couldn't figure that out by doing that, you could take all of these answers and plug. Well, you know that 2.5 times 137 is going to be too big. No. 25, no, that's way too much. Okay, if you can't figure that out, you can always work it backwards by multiplying instead of dividing. But you're a big kid and you know how to divide. All right. Simplify the following expression. Remember the word simplify is just a synonym or a fancy word for answer? All right, so let's talk about it. Ooh, there's a lot going on. PEMDAS. Okay, right here, you're probably thinking that you need to distribute, which you can do it that way, but since there isn't a letter, I wouldn't do it. I would just take care of this first. -2 plus 7, same sign, add, different sign, subtract. So what is 7 minus 2? 5. I know you're freaking out because you have a fraction over here. Trust me, you will be okay. Okay, you will be okay. So I took care of that. Okay, what comes next? Multiplying. I don't have exponents, so I need to multiply. I need to multiply 2 4/10 times 5. So 2.4 times 5, 20, that's 10, 12, 1. So this right here is -15 plus 12 plus 8 3/4. -15 plus 12 gives me what? -3, same sign, add, different sign, subtract, plus 8 3/4. That goes away. -3 plus 8 3/4 gives me 5 3/4. Easy. Okay, this one, you do not have to solve it. Do not have to solve. You don't have to solve it. Just look at your answer choices. Okay, which of the following expressions is equivalent? It means which one of these is equal to it. It's an expression because there's no equal sign. 7 plus parentheses 3 plus 11 divided by -5 plus 8. You don't have to solve it. Which one of them has the same kind of stuff? Right here, why isn't this the same thing? Well, because they've taken this from adding to multiplying. No. Now, right here, this is looking okay. They've just used the associative property and grouped it differently. But 7 plus 3 plus 11 is the same thing as 7 plus 3 plus 11. Okay? Then they've taken +8, which you had +8, and you added a -5. That is looking like that might be my answer. Now, right here, the reason why this one is wrong is because they've changed up they've made the 8 a negative. You can't just do that. This one is wrong because they've added an additional 7. Where did that come from? Do not miss this one. This is a freebie. Okay, I'm going to stop the video here because I only have a few more seconds, and I'll do the next one on the next video. Okay.